y'all doing? Want to let you in on a little pre-Ajabu Speaks. And, there's been a lot going on here. I mean, just living life and trying to live life in a perspective from a Pan-African point of view, because I want to look at the world and my life and what's happening in a way that's in my best interest. Now, and if you look at it from a Pan-African way of viewing, it don't always line up with American policy. But American policy at one time was to make it legal for us to be enslaved. So I don't think that that's a good point of departure for thinking. But we have to continually have that thought process so that we understand what's going on, so that we understand what we have to do about what's going on. And I'm concerned that my friend, y'all see that? Senator Taylor done got knocked out of his position as being the minority leadership in the Indiana state legislature because he got women, a bunch of women now talking about that he done approached them inappropriately sexually. Greg, what you doing, man? And they white women. Well, he's married to a white woman, so that don't. I guess you understand what I'm saying. Maybe the one at home is not enough for him out there, or maybe he wants to do a polygamous situation, but he should tell his wife that's what he's doing. Don't get out, and then if you're gonna do it, get everybody's permission. But that ain't what I want to talk about. I mean, I got some things to talk about, but that ain't one of them. But it's just things that's going on, and when you're talking about people that's being put into legislative system, do you see where they talking about letting Elon Musk be the House Speaker? See, they're getting ready for a takeover. And you can see now. I want to get into this, and maybe I need to get into this on the air. Let me just do that. Y'all buckle up. It's getting ready to get a little hot in here. Let me see here. Okay. Shh. Get ready for it. Welcome. For those who don't know, this is Elder Umoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks. This program is dedicated to stripping clothes off of well-dressed lives. And there's a bunch of well-dressed lives. Some of them ain't even well-dressed. You can see right through. As I was able to do on a trip to the East. Man, but I'm unbossed and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt-naked truth. And the butt-naked truth is that Jesus is not coming back to save us. We need to get up and get organized and save ourselves and not wait on something to happen that's not going to happen, because if we keep on thinking like that, then we're going to perish. The battle is for our mind. How are we thinking? Because if we can think right, then we'll act right. And there's a mind assault going on, a psychological war that's trying to make us think in a way that's not positive for our health, for our very being. In fact, it's detrimental to it. And so I want to talk about how they will use their infrastructure to try to make you make you think differently than what you ought to be thinking, because we need to be thinking from a position that's pro us. And when I say we, I'm talking about people of African descent. I'm talking about me, my children, my people. No matter where we're located in the world, we've got to understand that we are one. And start having some fun. Because we got to get some things done so that we can have some fun. And part of what we got to do is we got to control our thinking. We got to understand how to think so that we understand what to think. And the people duck that is getting ready to get in the position to run the power mechanism of this country. He's talking about putting Elon Musk as Speaker of the House. So you think that there was a surprise about Duck getting in office? Boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. He's going to get into office, and he's setting it up to where it's that his people are in place, and even if it's not in line with the law, they're going to carry out his demand, his order, and he now understands that if he does that he cannot be held criminally liable. If he breaks the law, the law says he can get away with it criminally. And so he's talking about Elon Musk being Speaker of the House, and looks like representatives in the House, Republican representatives in the House are going to go along with it. And now you're talking about no check and balance. You're talking about a dude that says, hell, do what I do what I say do, or there's repercussions. Jail, assassination, take your job. So the surprise, which it was, but the big surprise, which it is going to be, is going to be when he gets in office, the stuff he's going to do. Now, see, I can tell you how they will use their mechanism, their culture, their power, their influence, how they will use that to try to make you think in a way that they can control you, and you will not rebel against that control. And I'm going to tell you, or actually share with you, from an experience of an experience that really started people of African descent, people with African legacy, started us to thinking about how we needed to start looking at the world from a Pan-Africanist view because of the way that they did Emmett Till. This young boy done traveled from Chicago to Mississippi to visit his uncles and relatives, and because they thought he whistled at a white woman, they took and cut him up and threw him in the river, the Tallahatchie. And we had identified the woman who supposedly he was supposed to have whistled at, and she done went and told her husband, and he done told his half-brother, and they done went out there and strung him it up. There was a warrant issued for her arrest They found the warrant. Keith Beauchamp and some of Emma's relatives, and the arrest warrant was still valid. We found her in Bowling Green, went there to confront her, and we're in a meeting with the FBI, sheriff, Bowling Green Police Department, prosecutor, and there's some other folks up in there. And they're trying to tell us that what we're gonna do, no. We understand that what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here and do that which the law says we can do, and if we come in here to do what the law says we can do, if we get shot at, we gonna shoot back. But they didn't like the way that I said that. And so there was a brother with me, and he said it another way. Well, now, you know, if someone tries to harm us, then, you know, we will respond. And the folks were talking about, oh, I like it said it like that. The way Elder Ajabu said, scares me. Well, I didn't mean to scare you, but I mean to let you know that, look, man, don't be shooting at us. We're gonna shoot back. Often, regular, which is the same thing, and straight. And when we shoot, if you make us shoot, we gonna shoot to kill. I'm telling you, I'm unbossed. Unbossed. And unafraid. Meant it. So when we go there, they send out a text on everybody's phone. We've got a credible threat. There's going to be some white supremacists who's going to kill people, anybody that comes to the rally that the new Black Panther is calling for. Police called us on the phone that, look, it's a credible threat. And they sent it to every phone that was in the vicinity. And they was trying to tell us, look, man, don't go down there. They gonna shoot at you. And you know what we told them? They better not. Because we gonna shoot back. And if they shoot at us, that means that you ain't on your job, so you might get caught up too. Because your job is to make sure that don't nothing like that go down. And if you got people talking about like that, and you can't find them, are you with them? So we went there. And we demonstrated. And we let them know that we know where that woman lived. But they was trying to make us change our mind about letting the world know that we know where this woman lives by concocting this story that there's a credible threat that some white supremacists are going to come there and shoot at us, and we called their bluff. And even if they wasn't bluffing, we was going to shoot back. We was going to respond. We was going to take care of business. I'm glad we didn't have to. But what I'm trying to tell you is they was trying to see if they could make us afraid to whereas what we said that we was going to do that we wouldn't do. That look, don't come up in here acting up. We don't like you acting up. We want you to be quiet. And so look, we're trying to tell you that if you come here, we got a credible threat that people gonna shoot at you. So go over there, sit down, and be quiet. You got to be out of your mind. We ain't that weak, man. We ain't going for that. Them youngsters, look, you shoot one of them youngsters and make them youngsters go off. You can't handle that. And you better quit playing man. But it looks like that Duck. Now Duck is a little stronger than these people that we was talking about. He'll get up on his shoulders and he'll tell folks, Duck is not afraid to use power. He is not afraid to be aggressive. And so he's trying to put people in positions to where that if he decides to be aggressive, that they will carry out the order because he knows there's no repercussions for him. He is what they call it, immune. And so I'm saying that we need to prepare for that, and there's a psychology that's going on around the world from the Pan-Africanist view, to where it's that we understand that we ain't gonna put up with that. And not only are we not going to put up in America, the brothers on the African continent are saying that they ain't going to put up with it there. The battle is for our minds, and they're using their culture to try to control our thinking so that we continue to suffer peacefully. And one of the things that they're using is religion. Here in America, the Christian religion. And even though I'm a Christian, I look at the example that is written on how Jesus lived his life while he was supposedly here on earth, and I think it's a good example. So I don't have any problems relegating my behavior to exist within the confines of the guardrails that Jesus lived in and showed us how to live in. I don't have any problem with it. That's what makes me a Christian. I would be somebody else. Hell, I guess you could call me my daddy's son, because Lord, I love that man, and I tried to mimic and imitate the love that he showed for me and us and for the neighborhood. He was a good man. So good behavior is worth acting like, imitating, being a proponent of. But it looks like that they are using authors of the oppressor, which Rome was oppressing the least of these at the time of Jesus. Look like they're using Roman citizens to write up a book called the Bible to control our minds, to where it's that we continue to suffer peacefully. And did you know? Now, see, this is again, I'm not trying to tell you what to think, but I am trying to tell you how to think. The first books of the Bible are called Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And supposedly in the story, Jesus had men, his 12, his disciples, and they had those names. 4 of them had those names: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But and if you don't do your research, you think that the authors of the book that's in the Bible named Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John was written by them, and it wasn't. They don't even know the authors of the book that is named Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Bible. They don't even know who wrote it. They know that it was written, when you're talking about their writings, it was written 70 years to 105 years after Jesus was dead. It's quite possible that those 4 authors, whoever they are, never was in the presence of Jesus, if he existed. And now they done wrote things about Jesus' behavior, a lot of it good, but they don't know how Jesus acted, not firsthand. And the thing that they write that is detrimental to us is that, and mostly Paul does this, it's that Jesus is coming back when they knew then, and if they didn't know then, we should know now that he's not coming back to correct this. The vision or the desire, the blessing that God was supposed to bestow upon the least of these, of bringing a child from the loins of David back to this world, or to this world, so that all of this madness could be corrected. Jesus, and I would even make an argument, if he done what he done, he was the one. So if he healed the sick, fed the poor, walked on water, raised the dead, boy, he was the guy. The problem wasn't him. The problem was you. He done what he tell, look, I've been sent to get you. All I need for y'all is to walk with me. And we wouldn't take a step. We go to him and get healed. We go to him to get fed. We'll roll with him and watch him calm the storm. But when it comes time for him to kill him like they've been killing us, we wouldn't roll with him. And that's how that religion is being used to this day. It's time for us to stand up and get up. And the brothers on the continent, they're showing us the way. Shoot, they done put France out. France is modern day Rome, as is America. That's modern day Rome. Bob Marley call them Babylon. They Babylon. And we the least of these, and we can be the least of these, but we don't have to be broke. And now I'm talking to the brother that's out there shooting at each other over money or women. I'm talking about the money. If we hook up with the brothers, and I'm talking from a Pan-Africanist view now, Mali, Niger, Chad, Gabon, Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, all them done ran the oppressor out there. Ran them there, ran them away. Why did the oppressor want to be there? Do you know what's located in those countries? Let me tell you. And they're Pan-Africanists now. They're saying, look, the resources of Africa should be used for Africans, no matter where we are located in the world. What kind of resources are they talking about? Let me help you. In Niger, they got all uranium, coal, gold. Did you hear me? Look, it don't stop there. Chad, they got oil, uranium, gold, limestone. Are y'all listening to me? This is the reason why our oppressor wanted to be over in our land, killing our people and taking our resources, taking the land. And from a Pan-Africanist point of view, it's good that the God that created this earth put those resources on the land where he put us. Gabon! They got some stuff. What is this? They got some stuff they're the second largest manganese deposits are located there. They have iron ore, uranium. All them cats have that uranium. Diamonds, zinc, lead, phosphate, niobium. And I said, damn, what the hell is that? Oh, excuse me. But I said, what is that? Niobium is used for alloys for steels, super alloys, jet engines, rocket subassemblies, and heat-resistant equipment. It's also good in superconductors. It can be made into wire, and so it's good for particle accelerators. That's that nuclear stuff. Scanners. And then they even have this stuff called potash. I said, what is that? Potash is a primary plant nutrient that helps crops grow, resist disease, and preserves water. That's some bad stuff. It'll grow you some food, it'll keep you healthy, and it'll keep your water fresh. It's used in large quantities in agriculture. They also got some marble over there. And from a Pan-African's point of view, all of that would be used to finance our quality of life. Burkina Faso, and now let me go to Senegal or Mali. They got gold, uranium, manganese, and it just goes on. Senegal, oil, gas, and gold, and the brother from Senegal, I mean, he's on a mission to try to get the brothers in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to get back into the economic community of West African states, ECOWAS, because he says we would be stronger. But the brothers are saying, no, the ECOWAS is still wanting to carry out the policies of our oppressors. We can't get with them. But now this is what I would advise as the elder, brother, Faye, president of Senegal. My brother, if you can get the ECOWAS countries to change their behavior toward the West and become Pan-Africanists, then I would say that we rectify that rift. Let's bring it together. Let's act as one and get this job done. It's time to get busy. It's time for us to stand up. And see, let me do this quick so that I can talk to these brothers that are here in America and how this would go. See, if the gold that's in those countries, they produce about 206 megatons of gold in 1 year. A metric ton. A metric ton is about 2,200 pounds. There's 16 ounces in a pound. So, together, a year, they put together 7,251,200 ounces of gold. Gold is selling $2,600 an ounce. If we were just to so what they're generating is $18,853,120,000 a year. If we would help them to fight to control that and just get 10%, that would and if I'm looking at the drug dealer, I say that ain't no more than 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna say there's 100,000, and I don't believe this, but I'm gonna say that there's 100,000 drug dealers here in America that look like me. If you were to stop selling that poison and selling just the gold, 10% of the gold, from the gold from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, you would run, or you would get or generate $18,853,120 a year. If there's 100,000 of y'all and y'all split that equally, that's $188,000 a year. You ain't making that kind of money pitching that poison. Let's fight for that which is ours. You've been listening to Elder Amoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks. Unbought, unbossed, and unafraid. You can catch me every Saturday in Indianapolis on the FM dial at 91.9 FM. We also stream live the WIT, and that address is www.919witt.org. I said that address is www.919witt.org. If you miss your show, we archive it, and if you go to the website, you get a little bit more than what you get here. If you and that website is www.ajabuspeaks.squarespace.com. www.ajabuspeaks.squarespace.com. We have got to come together. It's mandatory that we come together. We got to start thinking in a way that is pro-us. And if we start thinking in a way that's pro-us and help our brothers and sisters to control those resources, and I just gave you an example about the gold, the diamonds, the manganese, the copper, the iron, the oil. We can control all of that. We can become those kind of dealers. Not no drug dealer. And make more money. And be in a position to where it's that we don't have to argue about where we're going to get some money. We'll make an argument about how we're going to spend it. It's a better argument. I'm bossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt-naked truth. You know I don't have but one question for you. You ready? Are you? It's time for us to stand up, get up, and tighten it up. I mean, all of that resources on the African continent, that's ours. And we letting somebody steal it. And we over here going to church looking for something that ain't going to happen. Jesus ain't coming back. And we using that as an excuse not to take and have what's rightfully ours. Nah. That's not good thinking. That's not a Pan-Africanist. That might be an American. And you're an American. Shoot. And even if you are, they gonna getting ready to treat you and act like you ain't. You better get ready. It's time to get up. Jesus ain't coming. It's on me and you. We here. We done came. And we ain't gone. So we gotta get the job done. Unbought, unbossed, and unafraid. You ready?